Holly. Thanks for joining us for Family Fun Friday. Just wanted to jump on here before the show and tell you that we picked this one special for you today. It's our show on faith, and it's all about what we believe about Jesus and the reason for the hope that we have at Easter. We thought it'd be a great way to kick off Easter weekend together with your family. Now, stick around after the show though, okay? Because Jeff is gonna tell you about a fun game you guys can play today called Don't Drop the Egg. Well, thanks for joining us and enjoy the show.
Hello, people! It's Lex and Riley. And we are so excited because today we are filming our first Truth or Dare video and we get to be the contestants. Anything could happen. I could go for Dare and bungee off the fire escape. I could choose Truth and share Lex's big secret she told me last week. Whoa. I did not tell you a big secret. Oh, so you didn't tell me you have excessively sweaty feet? Riley. She's like a walking slip and slide. We'll get to our game in a second, but first we have this month's This or That question for you to vote for, which is it easier to believe something you read in a book or something that a friend tells you? Kind of like when you told me your other secret that you sleep with your stuffed bunny named Whiskers. Riley. I definitely believe that. No one would make that up. Well, I go talk to Riley about the importance of keeping secrets secret. We're gonna count down this show. Let's do it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If you've got lots of questions and you don't know the answers, come on over, come on in. We'll all learn together. I know this my moment, I'm about to live it up. I'ma keep on going, ain't no way I'll give it up. I've been going crazy, tell the DJ turn it up. I've been going crazy with this KidStuf. Whoa. We got your back when life gets tough. When life is getting tough, we got your back with this KidStuf.
Time for KidStuf. The whole fam will love it. You know we're better together. Let's turn it up. Here we go. No better time than now. Let's gather round, get down. That's how we grow.
No matter the topic, it's fun to collab. That's why I got it covered. All the tools you can grab. To the we all in this together. KidStuf, the place to make your fan better.
When life is getting tough, we got your back with this KidStuf.
Hey, what's going on, KidStuf?
What's up?
How we feeling tonight? Welcome.
Hey everybody, we're so glad that you're here. If you don't know me, my name is Holly, this is Jeff, and we are your hosts tonight.
That's right. Is anybody in the crowd sitting with friends or family? Let me hear ya. That's right.
Woo-hoo.
Good Friday night.
Yeah, way to come out on the chilly Friday night.
That's
Did
right.
you hear there might be snow in the forecast?
Oh.
Woo-hoo! So fun!
Snowmageddon!
No, we don't cheer for that, but we cheer for snow. Well, we're so glad that you're here, especially if you're here for the first time. We say that KidStuf is a show you experience together that makes your family better. And Jeff's a parent, I'm a parent. We all want to raise great kids. We know you want to raise great kids. And so tonight's show is to help us do just that.
That's right. But each show we start out with a question.
Yeah.
This one was a good question.
It was a good one. Is it easier to believe something you read in a book or something a friend tells you?
Yeah, I, for one, never believe anything my friend tells me.
Oh, really?
Never.
Okay.
I am too keen and too wily to be tricked when somebody tells me something. Yeah.
Sure. Did you know there's an elephant backstage?
What?
He's so keen. He's too wily for that trick.
Elephant?
Well, I want to know what you guys
Holly,
voted.
he's not back there. Did I miss him? Did you guys see him? Did you see him?
I don't
Did
know,
I miss
but
him?
we're going to get the results of the this or that question. Let's check in.
I missed him.
Oh, so
You
sorry.
thought I would have heard him.
Okay, ready, go. And we're back with the results of the This or That question. Coming back wiser on the rules of keeping a friend's secret. Right, Riley? You got it, sweaty feet. Okay, well, we only have 1 minute till Truth or Dare time, but here's the results. We asked you, is it easier to believe something out of a book or something that a friend tells you? And the people have spoken. 70% of you guys think that it is easier to believe something that a friend tells you. And why is that? A book is just written by a friend you haven't met yet.
That's deep, Riley.
We're almost ready, guys. Truth or Dare time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Truth or Dare.
In
capsizing the dare part.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, contestant number 1.
Lex.
Okay, Lex, let's spin that wheel. Okay, Lex, you're getting dared.
Oh, man.
I dare you to, I don't know, eat this jelly sandwich.
Okay, jelly sandwich. Easy. What's the big deal?
The big deal is the jelly's made with super hot ghost peppers.
No, it's not.
What? It's not spicy?
Not to me.
You switch the jellies, man.
No. Let's try that.
But I got you so good. No, there's milk in the refrigerator.
And the Oscar goes to... Thank you, Riley.
All right, contestant number 2.
Okay, Riley, you're getting a truth, something you haven't told us.
And it's your secret, not my secret.
Something I haven't told anyone?
Yeah, if she tells everyone everything, this is gonna be a while.
I got it. Sometimes for breakfast, I pour orange juice into my cereal to save time.
You told me that this morning.
And every morning. Come on, it has to be deeper, something you've never told us.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Okay. Sometimes I'm not sure if Jesus is real.
What do you mean?
Well, I've never seen him. We go to church. We talk about him. But how do I know he's real? Don't you guys ever have questions about him?
I question everything. Guys, get some popcorn. We gotta talk about this.
Yeah, I guess I always believe things about Jesus because my parents told me. And it's in the Bible. Can I have some milk? My tongue still stings.
But come on, guys. We know he's real, because it's like, well, you know, it's kind of like,
It's just like microwave popcorn. This'll be good.
Yeah?
The heat waves in the microwave heat up, and they get super hot to where the popcorn starts to pop.
Yeah, and you don't see the heat waves until they popped.
But the only way we have popcorn is if the heat waves were really there.
Boom.
So, Jesus is like microwave popcorn?
I think we're gonna need a little help.
Yeah, Maya, we'll help you out. but-
Yes. Holly is gonna help you out.
Hey, wait, no, come on. We're gonna help them.
Okay. I can do a small thing. I'm gonna go make the microwave popcorn because that got me thinking about
No, come on. Well, I want to really help them because I love that they're asking questions about Jesus. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to believe in someone you've never met and you've never seen.
Yeah, but that's like all of history. That's like everything we know.
Exactly. So we could maybe...
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are you thinking that we should play a game?
I'm thinking we should play a game. You guys want to play a game?
You guys want to
You
play a
do?
game?
Awesome.
All right, let's play Face the Facts.
Woo-hoo.
Come on. Awesome. Who in this room thinks you're smarter than a 5th grader? We are gonna test your elementary school social studies knowledge. So everybody on your feet, This is an all skate. I'm gonna play with everybody. So you all can play down there. So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna see a question on the screen, something you should probably know at your age, all right? Most of you. Now you're gonna see 2 answers. If you think the answer on the left side of the screen is correct, you're gonna turn your whole body to the left. If you think the answer on the right side of the screen is correct, you're gonna turn your whole body to the right. Nobody's getting out in this game, all right? We're testing your knowledge. Don't feel sad if you got it wrong. It just means you might need to Google something when you get home, all right? Question number 1. What is the birthday of the United States? Is it July 4th or is it December 25th? Now, I see some people sitting down. Do you think anybody should be sitting down right now? No, I think we all need to be standing up. All right, July 4th or December 25th, everybody's got a birthday, even at USA. What do you think? You're not turning, you gotta turn. You gotta turn your body. Let's see it, what is it? Yes, July 4th. We got that right. All right, second question. Who were the first people to fly an airplane? Was it the Blues Brothers or was it the Wright brothers? The Blues Brothers, guys, I don't know. That's a rocking group. They probably did something crazy, like try to fly a plane. 3, 2, 1, let's see it. It's the Wright brothers. The Wright took flight. All right, let's see question number 3. Who was the second president of the United States? Was it John Adams or Abraham Lincoln? John Adams or Abraham Lincoln? John Adams, let's see it. Who is it? It's John Adams. It's John Adams. I feel like some dads might be disappointed in how that round went for them. All right, next question. Who gave the famous I Have a Dream speech? Was it Martin Luther King Jr. or was it Rosa Parks? Was it Rosa Parks? 3, 2, 1, let's see it. Martin Luther King Jr. Rosa Parks, she just said, nah, I'm not moving. I'm not moving. That's a good speech. All right, next question. Who discovered gravity? Albert Einstein or Sir Isaac Newton? Was it Albert Einstein or Sir Isaac Newton? Turn left or right. Can't stand in the middle. Can't stand in the middle. Seeing a lot of middles. All right, let's see it. Sir Isaac Newton. Sir Isaac Newton. Next question. Which famous author wrote Romeo and Juliet? Romeo and Juliet starts out 407 years ago. Who wrote that? Left or right? Let's see it. It's William Shakespeare. Good job, y'all. Good job. Next question. Who invented the light bulb? Benjamin Franklin or Thomas Edison? Benjamin Franklin or Thomas Edison, both involved in electricity. Who invented the light bulb, though? 3, 2, 1, let's see it. It's Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison. All right, let's see what we got. Which passenger ship was sunk by an iceberg in 1912? Was it the Titanic or the Millennium Falcon? Was it the Titanic or Millennium Falcon? All right, final question. Let's see the answer. It's the Titanic. It's the Titanic. Awesome, guys. I'm so impressed. You guys can have a seat. Have a seat. Guys, that was great knowledge. I'm so impressed at all the things that you knew. Now, let me ask you a question, though. Did you know all those things because you were there? Were you born when the light bulb was invented? No. Do you think your mom or dad was born when the light bulb was invented? No. No. That's right. Because how we find out about things is YouTube, right? We just YouTube it. If you want to know something, you just go to the computer and you Google it. That's how you all knew about the birthday of the United States. No, that's not what we do. We get it from teachers, right? Or we get it from social studies books or history books. That's how we know that things happen, which makes me want to prove a very smart point, all right? And I don't make a lot of smart points in these evenings, all right? So you will bear with me if I take my time with this. Because the smart point I would like to make is thusly this. Oh, that's not gonna fit. The reason we know something happened in history is because someone was there. They saw it and they wrote it down, right? Is your mind blown at these things? Oh, the same is true with Jesus. The reason we know things about Jesus was because someone was there, they saw it, and they wrote it down. But do you know what? Do you know what? Don't interrupt me when I'm talking, ma'am. Do you know how many things about Jesus were written down? I don't know either, all right? That's where my smart point ends. So, to set the record straight, let's check out Benny and Ben.
fellow humans.
Hi, I'm Ben, and this is Vinny, and we're here to set the record straight
about how much was written about Jesus.
How we know about important people in history is because we know
that someone was there, they saw it, and they wrote it down.
Exactly. But have you ever wondered about how much was actually written down? In our social studies books, on one page, you got George Washington cutting down a cherry tree.
And another page is Paul Revere's Midnight Ride.
But wouldn't you want to know if 3 people saw George Washington, but 400 saw Paul Revere?
Ooh, I know I'd want to know.
Me too. So let's do a compare and contrast chart. I love a good chart.
Ooh, pie is my favorite. Equal thirds chocolate, banana, and coconut.
But our chart will have how much was written about Jesus compared to other important people in history.
And we'll begin with me.
With you?
Yeah, I'm a pretty important person. Legend in the making. Let's Google me. Google.
You don't say Google, you just do it.
Well, it helps to go faster. Google.
I don't think that's how...
Ah, here we go, Ben. Okay, what's written about me is...
1 Wikipedia page.
Vinny loves reading, he likes playing video games, and he's an avid Gilmore Girl fan.
It's a good show, man.
Really?
Really?
So Vinny has 1 page. But what about the historical and very important Julius Caesar? He lived during the time of Jesus, and we know a lot about him. He's an ancient dictator, a politician, and he was responsible for the rise of the Roman Empire.
And the most delicious salad known to mankind.
Julius Caesar has 54 ancient documents.
And we know all these things about him from people who were there, saw it, and wrote it down. But how much do we have for Jesus?
Oh, brace yourselves.
Jesus has 25,000 ancient manuscripts.
And all of these writings are from people who were there, saw it, and wrote it down. Or from people who knew them, and they wrote it down.
That's pretty cool, right?
And now, we've set the record straight.
Wow, I didn't know we had so much info on Jesus.
Cool, right?
But this kind of makes me wonder, what did people write about Jesus in those letters? What did they see?
Well, Riley's asking great questions, isn't she, tonight? I mean, she's asking, how do we know things about Jesus? What did they see? What did they write down? Well, I want to talk about it, but I need some help, so please welcome some of our 4th and 5th grade volunteers. Awesome. Well, let me introduce you to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Everyone say hello. All right. So Matthew and John, they were friends of Jesus. They were there. They saw what he did, and they wrote it down. Now, Mark and Luke, they talked to people who were there, and they wrote it down. Now, what these guys wrote down became the first 4 books of the Bible, the New Testament of the Bible. But I want to go back for just a second before anything was written down, okay? I want to go back to when there was just people. People like me, crowds of people like all of you, who had begun to hear about this guy named Jesus, who was saying things and doing things that no one else had ever said or done before. And the eyewitnesses who were there, who saw what Jesus did, said it was so amazing, so incredible that they had to tell a friend. And when their friends heard about what Jesus had done, they had to tell a friend, and they told friends, and they told friends, and eventually the message and the stories of Jesus became so widespread and so important that people said to these guys, hey, you better write that down. But back to Riley's question, what did they see? What did they write down about Jesus? Well, who has eyewitness message number 1? You do right there?
Number
awesome.
1. Oh, right over
Right
here.
here.
Okay, come here with me. All right, what did you see Jesus do?
I saw Jesus calm a storm.
He saw Jesus calm a storm. Man, and I bet everybody in that boat that saw that happen said this. Say it with me. What?
Yeah, so Jesus and his friends, they're in a boat in the middle of the sea when all of a sudden a huge storm comes up. There's rain and hail. Here comes the hail. And all of Jesus' friends start freaking and the storm stopped. And everyone who was in the boat said this. Say it together. Wow. Wow. I mean, think about it. If you were in a storm, in a boat in the middle of the sea, and somebody just said in 3 words was able to calm it, would you tell someone about that? Yes, you would. It's amazing. It's incredible what Jesus did. And eventually somebody said to these guys, say it together, you better write that down. So Matthew, Mark, and Luke, they wrote it down.
Awesome. All right, what does your message say?
I saw Jesus heal a man.
Whoa, and everybody who saw that said, what?
Yeah. Jesus and his friends, they're walking outside Jerusalem and they see this man and he's lying on a mat. And Jesus finds out that he has not been able to walk in 38 years. And Jesus has such compassion on him. And he looks at the man and he says, get up. And what do you think the man did? He got up.
You raised me up so I can stand on mountains. You raised me up to walk on stormy seas.
And everyone who was there who saw what Jesus did said, say it together. Wow. Wow. And they said to these guys, you better write that down. So John wrote it down. Good job.
All right. What did you see Jesus do?
I saw Jesus feed 5,000 people with one lunch.
Man, and I bet everybody in that crowd who got fed said,
what? So Jesus teaching this crowd of 5,000 people, and everybody gets hungry because it's lunchtime and nobody has food, except this one little boy who has 5 little loaves of bread and 2 fish. And so Jesus takes the food, he prays over it, and he turns it into lunch for 5,000 people. In fact, let's give fish and crackers to everyone. They're coming. Take a bucket, pass it down, pass it down, pass it down. And everyone who was there who saw what Jesus did said, wow. And they said, hey, you better write that down. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John wrote that one down. But then there was this dinner. And all 4 friends said the same thing. Show them your cards. They all said that Jesus said at this dinner, Jesus said he was going to die and come back to life.
what?
What? I mean, you're going to die and you're going to come back to life. I mean, nobody's done that, Jesus. Nobody can do that. But what happened next? All of them said it. Let's read this together. What happened next? And then he died. He died. You know, like, his friends, they couldn't believe it. They thought they'd been following someone so special, someone who was the Son of God, they thought. But he was gone. Well, I gotta tell you right then, a bunch of Jesus' friends, they just stopped believing. They even went back to their old jobs as fishermen. And if the story had ended here, they probably would have stayed fishermen. There would have been no New Testament, because if the story had ended here, there wouldn't have been a story. But did the story end here? No.
No. All right, everybody open your envelope. Open your secret message. What's it say?
He's alive and I saw him.
Yeah.
Somebody else, what's yours say?
He's alive and I saw him.
What's yours say?
He's alive and I saw him.
What about you?
He's alive and I saw him.
What's everybody say?
Yes, Jesus appeared to his friend Mary Magdalene and then to his disciples. Yes, and then to 500 people all at once. And they all said, say it again. What did they say? He's alive and I saw him. All except for one.
One of Jesus' friends who he wasn't there when Jesus appeared to everyone else. And he missed it. And his name was Thomas. And Thomas said,
I wasn't there. I don't believe it.
Thomas didn't believe that Jesus was alive because he hadn't what? He hadn't seen it. Now, when Jesus heard about Thomas's doubts and questions, do you think he was mad at Thomas? No. Jesus is never mad when we have doubts and questions. In fact, he just went to Thomas and he showed himself. And when Thomas saw with his own eyes that Jesus was alive, Thomas said,
I believe it.
I believe it. And then Jesus said to Thomas,
Thomas, you've believed because you've seen, but blessed are those who will not see yet still believe.
who is Jesus talking about? Us, right? Because we weren't there, we didn't see it, and yet God wants all of us to have, say this with me, faith. This is our verse of the month. Let's read it together. Faith is being confident in what we hope for and assured of what we do not see. You can be confident. You can believe in Jesus, not just because the Bible says so, but because of the event that Jesus died and he came back to life, and real people were there, they saw it, and they wrote it down. Hey, give my 4th and 5th grade friends a big hand. They did such a great job helping us out today. Thank you guys so much. All right, well, after all of this, I really am curious to see what Riley thinks, so let's check back in with her.
Wow, I learned a lot today. Like, I didn't know the Bible was actually written by people who were there. They saw Jesus do things they could never forget. No wonder people couldn't stop talking. And look at what I just found. The last thing John wrote in his book in the Bible, he said, Jesus did many other things as well. Like, so many things. So much that if it was all written down, the whole world would not have room for the books that would be written. That's crazy. There's so much to know about Jesus. I have so many thoughts. I have so many questions. But I gotta say, I just want to know more.
That's awesome, Riley. Yeah, when you want to know questions, when you want to know more, that's only going to help your faith grow. And parents, if we want to help our kids take their next step of faith, we might need a little advice from the Dad Squad.
Hey, everybody, what's up? I'm Heath. This is Clay. We are the Dad Squad.
And this month, we're talking all about faith and, more importantly, how we can teach our kids about it.
And let's be honest, there are a lot of things to teach our kids, like how to make your bed,
How to make bacon.
don't eat yellow snow,
This is how you shake someone's hand.
how to skin a squirrel, keep your word.
Be a good teammate. Don't spend all your money on Beyblades.
This is not where we poop.
No, we can't take your brother back and get another dog.
Be nice to your mom.
You missed.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is a lot, but after we've taught them all of this, we don't want to forget about faith, right? I mean, we want them to know that they can have a real relationship with Jesus and that he can be an anchor for everything in their life.
Now, we get it. Sometimes it's awkward.
Yes, it is, and sometimes you don't know what to say.
Or what they can understand.
That's okay.
Of course it's okay.
We're all in this together.
Yeah!
There are lots of ways to help grow your kids' faith. We think it's great when kids join us on UpStreet, because each week they get a chance to sit with their friends and an awesome leader and ask questions and learn what it means to follow Jesus together. Maybe your family wants to start praying together. This family prayer app can help. Another great place to start is Jumpstart. Jumpstart is a 20-minute presentation where kids and parents learn together about what it means to begin a personal relationship with Jesus, and you'll leave with a tool to continue it at home. And finally, parents, we don't want to leave you out. If you have questions about your faith, we want you to know there's Starting Point. It's an 8-week conversation where you can sit with other adults and safely explore what faith is all about. There are lots of ways to grow your faith. This month as a family, just pick one idea and go for it.
I love it. Hey, let's do it, parents. Let's take a leap of faith together with our kids and show them that they can believe in Jesus.
And that all questions are good questions.
And that you as a family can journey together in faith toward him.
Peace out from the Dad Squad.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Hey, parents, if you want to know more about Jumpstart or Starting Point or the Family Prayer app, just grab a UpStreet card tag on Sunday and it'll have a lot of information for you.
Or parents, if you want to, right this minute, you can pull out your phones and we actually created a really fast link. Right away, you're going to get dates to Jumpstart, Starting Point, links, all sorts of stuff, lots of ideas for ways that you can help grow your kids' faith. Just taking one step this month would be so awesome. Before we go tonight, I would love to do what we call family prayer. So can you guys huddle up with your friends that you brought and as a family? And can you guys hold hands? And I would just love to pray for us. God, thank you tonight for each and every circle in this room. God, this is one of my favorite parts about KidStuf, seeing all these parents and kids and grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles and friends huddle up and show up on a Friday night after they've had a full week because they just want to learn more about you. God, be with us as parents. There are so many things that we want to teach our kids, so many things that we want them to learn, but help us not drop the ball on faith. Help us to create space in our homes for questions, for a journey of faith. Help us show them that a real relationship with Jesus is not a fairy tale, is not something you just hear about, but it's real and it happened, and we can anchor our lives on you, Jesus. Be with us all this month. Help us just take steps of faith. No matter what they are, no matter where we go, help us take one step towards you this month. Be with us in your name. Amen.
Wasn't that an incredible KidStuf show? I loved it. I hope you guys loved watching it with us. Hey, but the fun is not over because right now, we want you guys to play a fun family game called Don't Drop the Egg. And yes, we will be using real eggs. Here's how you play. Go to the refrigerator and grab one egg. Once you got the egg, you're gonna wanna head outside with your family because nobody wants egg yolk on their carpet, all right? Once you're outside, circle up as a family, and then you're gonna toss the egg to somebody across the circle from you. And if they catch it, they have to say something that they believe about Jesus or a question they have about him. Now remember, we learned a ton about Jesus in the KidStuf show, how he calmed the storm, how he fed 5,000 people. Or you can say something you believe about Jesus if it's about Christmas or if it's about Easter, or if you've learned something on UpStreet. Anything that you believe about Jesus or a question that you have. Because remember, questions about Jesus are never a bad thing. Once everybody in the circle has caught the egg one time, round two, we're gonna make it a little more difficult and you gotta back up, all right? And still, toss the egg to somebody across the circle and say something you believe or a question you have. And play the game until the egg is broken, all right? When the egg breaks, circle up as a family, put your hands in, and you can say a quick family prayer, just thanking God for all that you're learning about Jesus. We hope you guys have a great time with this game, and we'll see you next Friday for Family Fun Friday.